So, Blue Oyster Cult released a new album. Now, I apologize if I seem a little out of order. I'm recording this past midnight right now, and I just listened to it. Now, let me just say that my personal experience with the album was very positive. I couldn't have asked for more out of it, really. The solos, the harmonies, the nerdiness, it's all there. It's everything that Blue Oyster Cult is known and loved for. But interestingly, we have some new characters on this album. This is the first studio album that they've done that features Richie Castellano on lead and rhythm, Jules Rodino on drums, and Danny Miranda on bass. And while this album does preserve a lot of the things that we love about Blue Oyster Cult, it modernizes the music itself, which is actually a quality that every Blue Oyster Cult album has. No two Blue Oyster Cult albums sound alike. Each one is its own unique experience. And let me just say, this album was an experience. It's one of those records that you get lost in each song, but the overall album just goes by in 5 minutes. If you are a fan of classic rock, chances are you're going to like this album. If you're a fan of heavy metal, chances are you're going to like this album. If you're a fan of modern rock, this album has a lot to offer. And above all else, it demonstrates just how well the new group works together. So, with this possibly being Blue Oyster Cult's last LP ever, I want to go through each track and tell you exactly what I think about it. To start off, we have track 1, That Was Me. This song was actually used as a teaser for the album in order to build anticipation, which, in my case, definitely worked. The first time I heard this song, I got goosebumps. It's super heavy, definitely an Eric Bloom tune. And another thing that I will definitely be revisiting on later tracks is that the lyrics on this song are awesome. They fit the music perfectly. And Eric Bloom really surprised me with his vocal performance. I can't really put my finger on it, but it just sounded cool. About halfway through the song, we get this experimental, maddening guitar solo from Richie Castellano, which then segues into the chorus. Overall, it's an awesome song. Next up, we have a Buck Dharma tune, Box in My Head. This song is super 80s, but I love it. This song was also used as a teaser and has a writing credit of John Shirley. This is the first song in the album that features Buck Dharma's vocals, and they sound great. It's almost like his voice has been untouched by time. Overall, it's a cool, catchy rock love song with some nice harmonies during the chorus. Whole lot of boxes though. For track 3 we have Tainted Blood, my personal favorite of the 3 teasers. Now, I've seen Blue Oyster Cult perform with Richie Castellano many times, and he is absolutely incredible, so I was expecting amazing things from him on this album. This is the first track on the album that I would describe as a nerdy song. The story of a vampire whose vampire girlfriend dies, so he becomes suicidal. That is awesome. I mean, suicide isn't awesome, but you know what is awesome? The chorus of this song. Seriously, I keep coming back to this song just because I like the chorus so much. And that's not even to mention the solo, the lyrics, the vocals. And this has to be the 3rd or 4th Blue Oyster Cult song to be about vampires. So, there's that fun fact. Overall, I think Richie Castellano killed it on this song. For track 4, we finally have a proper release of Buck Dharma's Nightmare Epiphany. This song was initially actually a home recording that Buck Dharma did, I believe. I've always really, really liked this song. It's super 80s, in a good way. Basically, it's the same thing I've always loved about the song. The build-up before the chorus itself, the solos are awesome. And that's not to say they didn't take any liberties with it. The song is a little under a minute longer than the original demo was. It's pretty much a perfected version of that demo. It's a really good tune. Cool story, vivid imagery in the lyrics. I don't think I'll ever get tired of this song. Track 5, we have Edge of the World, another nerdy song. This song blew me away when I heard it. The music is insane. It's another Eric Bloom tune that focuses on the familiar theme of aliens, conspiracies, cover-ups, rabbit holes, and again, the lyrics on this one, awesome. The imagery, vivid. I mean, literally, so far in this album, Eric Bloom's hitting it out of the park. Next up, another Richie Castellano song, The Machine. And again, just like on Tainted Blood, Richie Castellano kills it. The harmonies, great. The lyrics, catchy. But the main thing that caught my attention in this song was the solo. The solo was incredible. And looking at the credits, it actually says the song was written only by Richie Castellano. And I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, that's crazy. Overall, a super cool song. On first impressions, track 7 is one of the weirdest songs off the album. It's called Train True Lenny's Song. It's another Buck Dharma song, but what really surprised me was just how bluesy it was. Blue Oyster Cult already has elements of blues, I know, but this is almost traditional. Except it's not. The chorus kind of goes crazy. Again, in a good way. I really like the lyrics, and it's a super catchy song. I can already see it getting stuck in my head. Next up, track 8. I was really excited for this one, The Return of Saint Cecilia. This title, of course, reminded me of the Elektra recordings back when they were known as Stalk Forest Group. I really have always liked those recordings, and I was excited to see what they were going to do with a title like this. Well, first of all, the intro is awesome, and out of nowhere, it's a Richie Castellano song, so I'm like, oh, okay, let's see where this goes. And where did it go? Back to our old friend of awesome lyrics. And these lyrics are only complemented by the incredible music and solo. It's funny because I feel like I'm repeating the same things on each song, but I mean it. The album is awesome. And this song just further proves the talent of Richie Castellano. For track 9, we have another Eric Bloom vocal on Stand and Fight. This song is immediately super heavy. This was also the first song where I really started to pay attention to Danny Miranda's bass playing, and he really complements stuff. And when I say this song is heavy, I mean it's like super heavy. It could seriously be adapted into a death metal song. Apart from that, it's really the same thing that I've been saying. The lyrics are awesome. The music's cool. It's overall another fun song. For track 10, we're back to Buck Dharma with Florida Man. And again, I couldn't help but notice Danny Miranda's bass work was really shining through. And believe me when I say, the chorus to this song is so catchy, it's already stuck in my head. The lyrics to this song are without a doubt the weirdest off the entire album. I'm gonna read you some. Down at the mall where the boas crawl, Ted makes love to a concrete wall. His brother Red said his Uncle Ned found Elvis in a loaf of bread. I don't know about you, but I think those lyrics say something very deep about society. Seriously though, the chorus is insane. I love it. I'm already singing it. Next up, we have track 11, The Alchemist. And out of all the songs on the album, right now, this one is definitely my favorite. Eric Bloom's back at it again with his lead vocals, and he kills it. It's another heavy song, but it has keys in it, and the keys actually reminded me a lot of the sound of the keys in Flaming Telepaths and Nosferatu. I mean, this seriously reminds me of an old school Blue Oyster Cult song. Everything I have said up to this point with other songs, with lyrics, with music, with everything, it's multiplied by 10 in this song. It's nerdy, it's got an awesome story, and close to the end of the song, there's like a solo that just comes out of nowhere. And then it goes back to normal, and it sounds incredible. If you listen to one song off this album, I would highly recommend this one. It's seriously my favorite right now. Track 12, another song I was excited to hear, Secret Road. We have here another awesome song from Buck Dharma's home recordings. I've always really loved this song. The chorus, awesome. And just like with Nightmare Epiphany, they took liberties, and it paid off. I don't have really much else to say about this song. I'm loving it. and I'm really loving the solo in it too. For track 13, the second to last track, we have There's a Crime, which very interestingly has a writing credit to Jules Rodino. And I was not ready for what Jules was about to bring to this track. We have another heavy song about a girl with Eric Bloom on the vocals. The guitar solo in it. And there's this part of the song where everything sort of quiets down and anticipation starts to build. And then it just goes back to normal, and it's insane. It's incredible. Overall, another solid track that really put Jules Rodino on display. And finally, we have track 14, the last song, Fight. This was another original by Buck Dharma that actually came out in 2018 on his YouTube channel. And all I can say is I liked it then, and I still like it now. I think they took liberties with it, just like the other songs. Yeah, I like the harmonies in it, and I think overall it's a really good sign-off song for the album. At the end of the day, what this album really shows is that Blue Oyster Cult has the capability to still make incredible music, especially with the talent that they have now. I cannot wait to hear what fellow fans think of this album. I can't wait to hear all these songs played at concerts, and I can't wait to hear what the greater music community and its critics have to say about it. I think the lyrics are amazing, the music, the solos, the vocals are amazing. Overall, I really enjoyed the album. I would love to hear what you guys think. And thanks for watching.